FASD, as we know, affects so much of our body. And sometimes there's things that we can do about that, and sometimes there's things that maybe we can't change. One of the things that I think plays one of the biggest roles in either having struggles or success in our life is something that I think affects everybody, whether you have FASD or not. That's sleep. You see, we know that we're told to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. And I'm sure a lot of people out there don't do that, whether you have FASD or not. But I don't think we always understand the effects that that has on somebody. You see, when you live with FASD, you have a lot of struggles that you're going to face every day. Fetal alcohol spectrum disorder is brain injury. Our brains are affected, and so they work differently. It doesn't mean that they don't work, it just means they work differently. When we sleep at night, we're recharging our body and our brain. If you think about when you take your cell phone home at night and you plug it in because the battery's low, and you charge it, and then when you wake up the next day, your cell phone's all charged and ready to go. If you don't charge your cell phone and the battery dies, it's not going to work the same. That's the same thing we do with our bodies. You see, when we go to sleep at night, we're kind of recharging our body and our brain by giving it that rest. When you have a body such as I do that is filled with what I call bubble trouble, constantly moving, it's not going to work the same. You see, when I go to bed at night, I don't simply just lay down on the bed, close my eyes, and go to sleep, and then wake up and feel rested like everybody else. For years and years, I would go lay down on the bed, wake up, and feel absolutely exhausted. What was happening was there's no off switch. You see, I don't go home and flick off an off switch on my body to say, okay, bubbles, now stop moving around and calm down. The bubbles still move. My body still moves at night, so it doesn't rest. I would not get the rest and the sleep that I needed. Without that rest and that sleep, my brain didn't get the opportunity to recharge. My body didn't get the opportunity to recharge. But yet I was still supposed to get up every day, go to school, understand and function like everybody else. How fair is that? You see, it wasn't fair. But people didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know what was going on. All I knew was I was always tired, and all everyone else knew was I was always late. It wasn't until I was in my early 30s that at that point I realized, with talking to a doctor, I was able to get the proper medication that helped me sleep. I remember the first night I woke up after actually sleeping. It was the most amazing feeling because I thought to myself, I could actually open a book and read it and understand it. I could go have a conversation with somebody and know what we're talking about. Because for the first time after 30 odd years, I slept. For the first time after 30 odd years, I got to recharge my brain and my body, just like everybody else. It is so important to get the proper sleep that we need. Now, people think, oh, well, now that you've got that, you can get up at 8, 9 in the morning and you can go get a job and you can work from 9 to 5. Well, again, it's been a learning experience for me that I understand it's still not that easy for me. You see, when you have a body that is constantly going and constantly moving, it wears down a lot quicker and it gets tired a lot quicker. So I need more rest than other people. My body needs more time to rest and recover than it does for other people. And that's why I would struggle with getting up and going to a job at 9 in the morning. Might be able to do it for a day or two here or there, but overall, not going to work for me. But I now understand that. And understanding that, okay, I might need to rest some days, a little bit longer than other days. Getting to a point where I understand that and I'm okay with that, then I can go out and I can do the things, whether it's volunteering, whether it's getting a part-time job, whatever it is, I can arrange my schedule so that it allows me to get the proper rest that I need so I can be successful like other people. Living with FASD doesn't mean you can't be successful. It just means you might have to do things differently and your success might look different than other people's. But at the end of the day, you can have that success. By getting the proper sleep and rest that I needed, I was able to get the proper success that I needed to be good and happy with myself in my life.